everybody. Welcome to our 2025 Spring IE Capstone video, and our company is RADA Cutlery, and I am Jason Berger.
My name is Brayden Pratt.
My name is Andrew Holm.
My name is Jacob.
So a little bit about RADA Cutlery. It was first started in 1948 in a small town in Iowa named Waverly. It's a knife and catalog company, and they are home to the world's famous tomato slice.
So when we partnered with this company, we were tasked with the problem of they have this main facility on, as you can see on the right, and then they have an overflow for their production where they store in the warehouse, as you can see on the left. And they're currently having to take trips back and forth these two places, which takes up time in addition to having to rent out the warehouse for $60,000 per year. So they tasked us with finding a solution to get rid of that warehouse and move everything into the main facility.
Looking at our objectives, we hope to eliminate the need for this rented warehouse by the cost reduction from the warehouse, time saved for the forklift driver, and adding more space within the main facility.
To begin tackling this problem, we first took a visit back in Q1 and took account of the entire facility on how many bays were full. And in our scenario, a bay is one pallet. So there were 480 pallets out of 636 total spaces, which led to being 156 free bays within the RADA facility. And we additionally did a breakdown of the warehouse inventory, and there was about 146 total pallets in the warehouse. And looking at those two numbers, it seems like at the time we could immediately move everything from the warehouse into the facility. However, looking at that graph on the right, we can see that the demand is much higher in Qs 3 and 4 than in 1 and 2. And this data on the left was taken in Q1. So although we would be able to move all inventory right now, that does not account for the much higher inventory levels in the latter half of the year.
In our future state analysis, we proposed 3 separate solutions to fix this problem and provide additional 10 to 15% of warehouse space. We also provided 3 additional policy changes that would involve them changing around different safety stock measures to eliminate that problem more in the future. As you can see on the right there's a few images of different areas we proposed adding rackage so that they could add more pallets per their facility. So in our options, we gave them the three separate options were to wait for inventory to clear, add 1 deep racks, and then add 2 deep racks. In our final solution, they advised and wanted 1 deep racks in these specific areas. We felt like these areas provided the best amount of coverage for facilitating movement around the facility, as well as keeping and adding more storage.
And then we also added designated bays for knives and sets that they sell. We did leave a little room for overstock and miscellaneous knives just because there is a good chance there's more knives than we predict. And we did base these numbers off minimum inventory levels that they want on hand. So at times they are going to have more than the minimum inventory level. And for economic impact, we estimated the shelf and labor investment would be around $23,000. 21 racks, about $1,100 per rack. And then from that yearly savings, you'll save $60,000 in rent from the warehouse. And then the transportation to and from the warehouse is $4,300. So a yearly savings of $64,300. And the three-year ROI is about $170,000. And the first year ROI is 275%.